the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth, with the Boxing Voice. I'm here at the IQ News with 5-0 super welterweight sensation Tunji Uncle T Ogunniya. Did I pronounce your surname correctly?
Yeah,
you're one of mine, bro, so I can't make a mistake there.
So let me take this off. I just finished sparring, so yeah.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. The Boxing Voice, yeah?
Yeah, man.
That's my go-to program when I, go-to thing when I want to listen to what's going on in America, you know. But the main guy there sometimes... Tell him, bro. He kills me, man.
Tell him, bro.
Some of the stuff he says about us. But, in all fairness, he's not on the ground in the UK, so... He needs correcting sometimes, but you guys seem to be doing all right.
Absolutely.
Your subscribers and the viewers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
In fairness to him, he's trying to get on the ground. That's why we're out here in London now, hitting these gyms, trying to get to know the up and comers and the people that are making noise in the business.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're here today, bruv. And as soon as I came into the gym to speak to Zav, he was putting me on to you. He said, you got to speak to Tenji, you got to speak to Tenji. Yeah. He's like a mini Sean Porter. You got to speak to him. He's the next one to do it. And I've seen you, bruv. I've seen you spar. I've seen, and he wasn't lying. You're exciting to watch. How did you get into boxing?
I started boxing pretty much very, very late. Age of 31, 2014 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Right after the Olympics, the 2012 London. See, the likes of Andy Joshua, only been in the sport for like 4 years, and he got them gold Olympics. So I was thinking, well, if you could do it, I could do it.
Wow.
So
simple as that.
I did boxing. As soon as I got into it, had my first sparring, and after a couple of years, I realized how much of a big thing Joshua did, because he needed experience. What he did, he's just a phenomenon. Yeah. Just because he could do it doesn't mean any average Joe like myself could do it. But I still followed it up. You know, I'm 36. I'm going to be 37 in 2 days on Wednesday.
Wow.
Today's Monday, on Wednesday, and I just didn't think, well, what am I going to do in the sport? But I just thought I'm going to give it one more year just to see how much fights I could get. I just want to fight the most dangerous fights I can, whatever level, maybe it's English level or British level. I'm not stupid. That'll be the ceiling, the British level, and and see if I could win the title before I retire by the end of the year. Or God willing, we'll see.
That's really inspirational, bruv. I mean, that you're not letting age limit you in terms of what you can achieve. No. I heard you say British level you think will be the ceiling. Yeah. But what if you attain that? You get to British level and the hunger and the drive is still there. Yeah,
you have to take it year by year, really, don't you? See how you feel, how your body feels. If there's any breakages, any injuries, do you still want to wake up and run while it's -2 degrees outside? Do you still want to do that? Do you still want to? And it depends on what sort of opportunities you get. Because right at this moment, we make money by the amount of tickets we sell. Yeah. It's not a TV deal or anything where you're like, yeah, come and fight at this show. This is your purse. No, we pay our own self by what we sell. So you've got to do all that working, earning, got a mortgage. You've got to pay my bills. Wow. Got to pay my bills. Then you've got to train twice a day. Your body's shattered, you've got no life, whatever, and you've got to think to yourself, when I first started boxing, I just thought I wanted to get fit. Then after that, I thought, my coach told me, yeah, you've got a bit of a talent, why don't you do get a bout? So I did amateur bout, I won the under 20 novices, I was 35 at that time. Yeah. I just thought, you know what, I might as well turn pro after 20 fights. So I turned pro, 5-0 now.
What was your record in the amateurs?
I won 17 fights, lost 3.
Wow.
Yeah, so I remember my first 10 fights, I blitzed through. I beat people mainly because of my, like you said, the Sean Paul style. It's not pretty much the skill, it's just the brute force, the Nigerian me. And I just walked through. Then after that, I had to fight someone who had 50 fights. But my coach told me now he's only had 20 fights. I mean, 20 or 30 fights.
They
Lost half
understated
of it. So I went in, then he just showed me the experience. I almost stopped him in the final round, but the first 2 rounds, he just outclassed me with his skill and experience. And he was more experienced to come against a brute and force like that, you know, leaning forward, always, you know what I mean? Just lean back, counter, boom, boom, boom. And I learned a lot from that fight, and just kept on going. I mean, but yeah, pro now. Last time I fought was almost a year ago. I just thought, you know what, little injuries and things like that, and I have to put all this stuff like that. But now I feel good again, injury free, God willing. Now I want to see what this year brings. And I think we've got to take it year by year. There's no point being delusional like the guy we just saw in the weekend, Adrien Broner. Oh gosh, for the hood. Oh god, I saw right through him after Ponce Leon beat him up. Yeah. After that, I was like, then when he fought Paulie Malignaggi, I was like, you just skimmed through that fight. Paulie Malignaggi, as a great, I mean, he's one of the best analysts there. As a great boxer as he was, the two of our fighters stopped him. Amir Khan stopped him before that. Ricky Hatton stopped him, and that people expected Adrien Broner to do the same thing. Yeah. And it was a split decision. It could have gone in either way. And I thought,
why does a boxer stop throwing hands? Can you explain that? I mean,
you know what? I think we've got to give him credit. We've got to give him credit for knowing his boxing. He knows the level he's at.
Who are you referring to? Adrien Broner.
He knows his boxing. He knows his boxing because he knew that if he threw those hands, he was most likely going to get stopped.
Do you think so?
Bro, listen, he's a top class. He showed, you know, all the journeymen out there that want to survive, they should study Adrien Broner. Because if you see the same times when Pacquiao was like unloading him when he got hurt, he just put his hand on the back of Finger's neck, pushed him down, spin him around, and that's a journeyman's move.
But the thing is, right, when I see Broner for I think 4 or 5 fights now, he just refuses to let his hands go.
Because he's stepped up in levels and he can't do it.
But you can't say he hasn't got a chin because he hasn't been stopped.
He has got, but we don't know how to extend. Because when you feel like, as a boxer, you feel a punch, and if you don't go, you know in yourself like, any more of that, I'm gonna go. So I'm not gonna think. So what I'm gonna do is not engage. I mean, and trying to style it by spinning you around, trying to do that doggy move, but he knew he was uncomfortable when he did all that.
He didn't
throw.
He's
just a front arm.
He threw 1-2s all night. He didn't throw an uppercut. He didn't throw a hook.
And there's one more thing I didn't realize about him in that fight. I actually didn't think he had legs, because normally he just stays in the pocket and tries to, and he doesn't move his feet. But this time he showed he's got talent. He's got feet. He could fight like a journeyman, and it's just well, good luck to him because he's making millions. It makes the black people in America even not look as smart for supporting someone like that, giving him all that views like for the hood. He is a fraud. Like,
Told that talk, brother. Where do you think Broner goes from here?
I'll tell you what. There are people in this world, hire killers, that kill people for money. You understand? These are murderers. They go out there, kill people for money. Adrien Broner, he's decided in his life he's gonna be a clown for money. He's gonna sell himself like an idiot for money. So, in respect to a murderer, Adrien Broner is alright. I mean, he's an alright guy. If people want to pay, if he wants to rob the bank blind by people paying, let them pay for him. And let them give him the views and let them keep on giving him the pay-per-view. I mean, you get a draw with Vargas, and the next fight is a pay-per-view with Pacquiao, all because of the stupidity and the ignorance he does. So he's doing something right for sure, and he's a four-way world champion. That's another thing. The downside about boxing with all so many belts, where people like him, all he fought was vacant title. The only champion he beat was Paulie Malignaggi, which was a close fight. And at the end of the day, when he leaves, he's going to be a 4-weight world
champion. Okay. All right, let's bring this back to you.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. Yeah. All right, you mentioned something. You said, well, I've been fortunate enough to interview some of the people that are doing it on that level, and you expect that boxing is a glamorous lifestyle when it comes to money, the adulations, etc. But speaking to you and a few of your stablemates that are just starting out at various ages, where you got to hold down a job, the emphasis or the onus is on you to sell tickets. Some people are losing money to be on the fights. I mean, it shows us what it takes to, and the real discipline that you need to become a boxer. Why persist with it? If it's not only hard within the ring, but also to get to the notoriety where you can start making the money like the Adrien Broners and what's it called? What motivates you to persist with it?
Okay, my motivation, I don't know what other people think. Some people, they don't even need to be doing it. If you're substandard and you're not good enough, and all you're doing is fighting journeymen and selling people, do your friends and family a favour. Don't do boxing and stop making them come to support your thing. Me, I've got a little bit of talent in me. At my age, that's why I'm taking it on a yearly basis. Do you understand? And seeing the improvement. I'm not thinking about reaching on that stage of Adrien Broner. I'm not that delusional. I haven't got the experience. There's no age backing me. Do you understand? A lot of people that lost in this weekend, they're in their 30s. You understand? The Buddy Jacks, the Jorge Linares, you know, Klitschko lost by the younger guys. So you've got to think about these things. Now, I'm not at that level, so it's all right for me to carry on doing it. Give it another year and see how it goes. And if I improve in that, then yeah, I'll carry on. But I'm taking it as far as a time. I'm not looking at that, I'm going to make big money. I don't think, I'm looking at it as experience it, and every time I get in the ring, I learn something. Something I could learn that I could transfer to someone, like being a coach, a future coach, being a future promoter, being a journalist, like what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I have to experience these things. So when I'll put my body through certain things, so when I see it in the ring,
you can appreciate
I
it.
can appreciate it, and I could read it to someone. It's like, this is what's happening. He's not feeling that way because of that little body shot that you might have missed, or he's holding a little bit because he's finding the pressure uncomfortable. Just little things like that you learn from sparring so many people and fighting and watching. So being a pro boxer is not going to be the end goal of me. I still want to be involved in boxing afterwards. It could be anything, but it has to still be involved in boxing in the sport.
I can tell you love the sport. I've seen you on the circuits as well, doing the thing. So I can appreciate what you're saying. I can appreciate that. And like I said, I think it's inspirational that, unlike me, who will not lace up a pair of gloves for love nor money, but I still love the sport, you're prepared to put your body on the line. I mean, I'm sure your family and what's it called, uncomfortable when they see you fight, etc. But you're still doing it in order to get an appreciation from the brand. And I really hope that you accomplish everything that you set out to do.
Talking about you saying you've never laced a glove, there's a lot of people that are doing big things in boxing that's never laced them. Look at the head of Sky Boxing, Adam Smith. Have you seen him? He hasn't got a boxing bone in his body. But he knows the sport. He's a good journalist, and he's good. He reads the thing. He reads the sports very well. And you know, there's so many people like that all across the board. Some of the best boxers in the world can be good commentators.
Yeah.
When Lennox Lewis, as a great boxer as he was, when he does the punch, or even Sugar Ray Leonard, when he did the punditry, I'm like, it doesn't shock you.
Yeah.
Like some other people, like maybe like
Malinarji.
Like the Malinarji. I mean, those guys were much better boxers than Malinarji. Yeah. He's good with his mouth and he can read the game very well.
Yeah.
You know, it's same as you. You don't have to do the boxing, but you still be doing great things in that sport.
I appreciate the encouragement, brother.
That's for me. I just think for me, it's just the experience that would help me to do those sort of things, because I study it every time I get shot and how I feel. You test you mentally to push forward and to keep that poker face and little things like that, and be able to read certain things. And I'm getting all that inside experience by doing what I do, and we'll see at the end of the year. Come back in a year's time or 6 months time, we'll see where we are.
Brilliant. Exactly. Well, I hope to be. Well, I will be at your next fight on March the 16th.
Yes. I haven't even mentioned it yet. My birthday is on Wednesday, so I'm going to put it on Instagram, Uncle T Boxing, at Uncle T Boxing. Find me on that. I just started Twitter as well, or Tunji Ogunniya, I could say. And yeah, I'm going to announce that I'm coming back and give it a year. And see how it goes.
Brilliant. Yeah. You can attach this video, brother. Let them see you on the Boxing Voice as well.
Yeah.
Let them know and answer your re-entry into the sport. I'm excited to see what you bring, bruv. I'm excited to come to York Hall and watch the fight on the 16th.
Funny enough, when you say Sean Porter, as a great guy he is, he's not the most guy that I like to watch fighting either.
Really?
He's effective at what he does, but when you want to watch, he's not that sort of guy that you're like, oh, Sean Porter's fighting, and yeah, that style is very, very it smothers and thingy. But when I'm coming against someone who's had more experience than me and is slightly faster or a little bit more skillful than me, I beat them up by exercising that sort of style.
Right.
Just steamrolling them.
Yeah.
And then some people who are just in the same level as me, I just outbox them and jab them, move and everything. So I adapt to what's in front of me. I just want to win whatever way. And anyone that's come to see my fight, I've got to say so myself, he's very exciting. I fight. I don't waste no time. I throw my punches and I basically just come there and beat you up and test your heart. And if you come into the ring 80% fit, 85% fit, you're gonna wish you came 99.5% fit because I will test you.
Nice.
But I think I've said enough. I know this is going to be, you're gonna keep it short to get people's attention, before they switch off.
Well, I'm sure people are attentive from the beginning to the end. You're an interesting fella, brother. So I'm excited to see what you bring. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, big up the Boxing Voice. I saw you trying to get an interview with Terence Crawford. Did you want to? Why is that? Is that because you guys are team Keith Thurman or Nez's team?
That's it, bro.
You need to stop doing that. Well, he's lucky he even came to the UK and do all that with all that team. Deontay Wilder. Well, what's going on with Wilder? From all I know, it looks as if that fight is going to happen in against Fury.
You know what I think would be cool?
Yeah.
You need to call up and get on the Boxing Voice panel and go toe to toe with Nez. I think he wants that smoke the way you're carrying on.
Yeah,
and he'll welcome you on the panel.
You know what? The thing about the talks with Joshua, them going to America to fight Big Baby Miller, I don't think that's a bad idea because obviously because of the April in Wembley is booked. Do you know what that means? If Joshua's not going to fight there, for Eddie Hearn to have a fight in Wembley, for him to do a card in Wembley, I can't think of any other fighter that could do a fight. I mean, Kylan Kell Brook is not happening now. I can't think of any other fight that could hold Wembley. So he would have to be forced to put a very, very, very strong card. A lot of heavyweights in there. And the fight in Wembley without Joshua would be a stack card. And I would look forward to having a stack card in Wembley. Because sometimes with Joshua and that, the stat is a standalone, innit? Or maybe the undercard sometimes, they might have another heavyweight there, that might think. But from top to bottom, a stat card to fill out Wembley Stadium is what you need to do. It
will be nice for the fans to see a stat card. But I somehow feel like if Joshua doesn't fight on the 13th, they'll just let the Wembley date go. I think he said that as well.
They'll stack it up. And with Joshua fighting in America, it would be a good thing on him to finally fight in America. Fight a loudmouth Big Baby Miller, who is very, very good. People keep underestimating him or not looking at the guy. For a big guy, he throws a lot of punches. head and body. He's very, very big. He's got a good engine. Maybe sometimes some of the people that he fights, maybe they're not in his level, so he doesn't have to load up in his punches. So it makes him want to throw a lot of punches because he's not loading up. So it looks as if he's fit. But someone like Joshua, he would have to put a little bit more oomph into his punches, so that will burn a little bit more energy. So we'll find out that. Or if he throws as much punches as he throws with his other opponents, then even a better fight than what people think. So it'd be good for him to do that American show and just keep on marinating the fight of when he finally fights Fury or Wilder, whatever two. It's just one thing. I don't like to talk about other people's purses and things and that, but we can all agree 50-50 with Joshua is you don't want the fight. It's ridiculous. I mean, in the last fight, if you did all the calculations, it looks like, well, don't quote me on this, but from what I've done the calculations, collectively, Fury and Wilder probably made about $19 million together collectively, and this is me being conservative. And if I'm being conservative with Joshua, when he fought Povetkin, he made £20 million. So both of them put together didn't earn as much as what Joshua earned fighting Povetkin.
Yeah.
So why would you know, albeit after that fight, that stock would have risen up, but you can't be asking for 50-50.
Bruv, you'll be a welcome addition onto the Boxing Voice. I hope you come and give Nez some smoke. Yeah. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, tell him to listen to this, and if he likes it Monday, I'll come down when I finish my thing, and if you add me into the panel, and we'll move forward in that.
Nice. Sounds good.
And people, if you get much more views, people that leave a comment, I'll read it and see what they think about what I've said, and anything you say, I don't take anything offense. Not unless you really hate me. I'm always open for constructive criticism. So whatever you tell me, if I could learn from it, if I sound mumbling, then I'll take lessons to try and improve the way I speak and pronounce it.
Bruv,
whatever is all about improving.
Be you. That's what I'll say.
Yeah. All right, then, brother.
Tunji, appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice.
Boxing Voice. I'm subscribed to you guys for like a year and a half now, but I don't even know why I was subscribed, because I used to listen, I still get pissed off. Like, why is it saying that about
That's
this?
why.
But I just still, like, you still gotta learn, you gotta take the road from the smooth, but you guys are coming along and you've done alright. I mean, I was so happy when Eddie Hearn gave him a tongue lashing in a subtle way when he finally met him, and everyone let him know about his ego. And
Nez is ready for round two. He's ready for round two. Trust me. I appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. All right, take care.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/TheBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.